Hi boys, it's Friday again. You know what that means. It's time for another story. Today we're going to repeat the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. I know you know this story, so I expect you to say it along with me. Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Look at all the buttons. We've got yellow buttons, green buttons, blue buttons, red buttons, light blue buttons. Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much that he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons are left. 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 1, 2, 3 buttons. 3. Groovy. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Oh, pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. Right there. Do you see it? And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. we keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. Okay, boys, that's all for today. Have a great rest of your day.